And look at the sigh of relief in Isabel there as she slumped back into that chair. It wasn't a sigh of defeat, it was a sigh of relief really that she's won that pot. And Steve shrugs his eyebrows and sets himself up. Look at this. This is class. This guy is class. He just sets himself up again, and inside he must be absolutely, absolutely on fire. It's a flat call again. No, Steve may think might just be enough. Possibly not. He might just see the flop. Yeah, he lets it go. If the king had been there instead of the jack, I think he would have just said, right, I'm going in again. There we go. Interesting if it's 6 flops, wouldn't it?
And 2 clubs.
Oh,
now.
well, now we might get a bit of action.
That's interesting as well. A jack and 2 clubs.
Yeah, it's all in Steve's favour with this one, isn't it? She's let him see this flop, and he says, okay, this is beautiful for me. I'm all in. What do you want to do now?
She's paired the 7.
She's got bottom pair. Steve's got top pair, and all the draws covered virtually. He's a good favourite in this pot.
1175. 350 from each player is what she's asking. 350.
Well, that's going to count it down.
That's 825 to her. That's what she wanted to know.
And in this situation, Steve's saying, well, I really do need the call.
220. Thank you.
I think he'd be willing to call him. Well, he certainly would if he could see her cards. But we'll let Isabel decide.
And I think you've made the great point. She's gotten herself into this problem.
This is always going to happen. If you're going to leave your opponent the door open, he's going to keep coming through it as often as he can. She can probably extricate herself from the position she's in. If you'd flopped the 9, I don't think she would have extricated herself. If you give her a 6-9 or something in this pot, she won't extricate herself. She might get out of it. She's looking. Attention mounts. Yep. And now it is.
She ducked out of too many. I think she felt she had to play one.
Well, regardless of how this hand pans out, she's paying the price for this. What I would say was only poor play, and I don't like to be critical, but it is poor play. Shouldn't have let this one go this far at all. Anyhow, we'll let the cards decide, and it's all in Steve's favour. He's sort of about a 90% favourite here, isn't he?
Almost exactly.
Yeah, the stats of what he's seen at the moment.
4 doesn't change anything.
No, it's all down to a 7 to knock him out, and everything else he's a winner with, isn't he? Oh, 7 and a 6 to knock him out, and everything else is his. Sorry, 7 to knock him out.
There's
Steve's now anyhow, yeah, he deserves this. He's played this well, and he's got some chips back in his corner. And look at the face of Isabel Merce. That tells a story. And you're the only person to blame for this, young lady. I'm sorry, but this is bad play. You give him this opportunity. And Steve says, thank you very much, and I'll just stack these chips, and he's got to be happy with this. And here we go.
Steve Vladar now with some playing space. Let's see what he does.
Sounds like probably the last hand at this level. Just in time for Steve, really. King 8 for Isabel. King of clubs, 8 of hearts.
And now she's going to bounce. Now we're back to where we were earlier on in the game.
And now she wants to make the raises. Now she wants to make the play. I mean, this is, I've never seen this sort of play before, but okay. Steve folds, but it's like she's got the needle with him, isn't it? It's like she's angry with herself.
After 2 hours of play, we've played 74 hands, and you can see the chip flow. Isabel Mercier had a chance to flatline Steve Vladar. She hasn't been able to do it, and it's moved just a little bit over to Steve, about a 3-to-1 chip advantage for Isabel Mercier.
Why isn't she putting on any pressure? Does she want me to turn this match around? And the answer really is no, she certainly doesn't. So, black with Steve Vladar. Jack 7 of clubs. He may take a stand with this one. Yep.
He's gone all in with the Jack 7.
Oh, he's going to get called. Yes,
he's walked into this one.
This could well be the hand.
You're winning.
It's not as huge an advantage as you might think, percentage-wise.
It's quite a big advantage, to be honest, Mike. I mean, she's good shape here with these pocket 10s. Yeah, she's in good shape. And Look, she's even taking deep breaths in this sort of situation and sort of kind of forcing a smile out.
Yeah, now she smiles.
The tension will mount in Steve's mind now. This is it. His whole tournament's on the line.
A little better than 2-1 favorite.
We'll see the
On the
faces.
all-in now. Pocket tens against the suited Jack 7.
Yes.
And here it goes for Steve. Deep breath and pray. And he's made a 7, but that doesn't really help his cause any. The pocket tens are now in good shape, and Isabel's actually managing to smile for real now. Steve's still impassive.
Just going to watch the turn.
7 or a jack he wants to see. It's the king of diamonds. That hasn't helped his cause now, so now he's down to the 7 or the jack.
And you see how the odds have gone up each time. But now it's one card for Steve. Steve Vladar, one card away from being eliminated in the World Heads Up Poker Championship.
And it's a 9, and I'm afraid...
And he's gone. Steve Vladar is gone.
Steve.
And Isabelle Mercier has won the first heads-up match of her career.
I lost my first match for the last 3 years in a row, so I mean mathematically it would be hard to lose again. So I was very confident I would win this year, but the rough start, I got a lot of chips, but Steve played very well. I mean, I didn't expect this would be such a rude battle. It was really tough, really tough.
I'm Bruno Fitoussi. I live in Paris. I started playing when I was a student with friends, so it was back in the 80s.
Bruno was the first one to trust me like 3-4 years ago.
No, she's a real pro, and a good one.
We met in Paris in the aviation club where Bruno was playing, and I worked there for almost 5 years, about 5 years as a poker manager, and we shared the same passion for poker.
When we met, she wasn't already a professional player, and I wasn't anymore a professional player. I already had my businesses in Paris, gaming businesses, companies working with casinos.
I was a lawyer in Montreal, and it's 5 years later that I quit to become a professional.
Oh, she's a wonderful student. I mean, I'm not like a teacher, you know, I don't take like people to teach them, you know, the secrets and how to do, what to do, and when to do them.
I'm gonna say he's a better player than a teacher because he speaks a lot and he speaks fast, but you know, I can get there. I mean, I understand what he says. It's good. We have a good relationship.
She can read people. She has a good read on people. She can see inside the people, and this is one of the most important things in poker.
We practice a lot together, like we play heads up, and he mentored me also, so I got better by talking with Bruno and playing, so for sure that's a big influence in my decision that at some point I decide I can do this. I know it in my heart. And
at the start it was more or less teaching. Just let her know, you know, what's the value of the hands, the cards, the position, how you can, you know, take over somebody and all that stuff. But then after a while, it was just a challenge for me as well to beat her. I mean, you know, it's not that easy anymore.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it pushes your limits further because we already played together a lot. So if we play in a real game situation, now it becomes very tricky.
For our second match here in day 2 of the PartyPoker.com World Heads Up Poker Championships, we've got Bruno Fitoussi on your right, the 2001 champion of this event, against Santiago Renom Plana from Spain, but originally from Argentina. And this